All right, we have found ourselves back for one of the most exciting episodes of the Betsies pod that we have had yet. I am joined, of course, by AP Ashley Pren. She's in the building. We're fired up, and we're going over all our preseason football takes. And if my memory serves me correctly, there should be some LOL moments here moving forward. AP, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm a little hungover. Broke
Nice.
my version of dry Jan last night. So
What was your version, by the way? Damp?
Damp. Yeah. I only drank three nights out of January. 2 of them were for work obligations. And I feel like no one wants to talk shop outside of the 9 to 5 without alcohol involved. So like I had to do that. And I was like 2 glasses of wine. And then the other one was with producer Mike, actually. We went to dinner. There was an hour and a half wait, and I wasn't waiting in the cold soberly. So
yeah, no, you never want to do that.
Had to have a glass, you know?
Had to have a glass. Mikey, I'm glad you popped on here. You've dialed up some clips for us this app?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be very involved in this one.
Excellent. Well, we're very happy to have you. And I don't know if I'm looking forward to this or not looking forward to it, but it can't go any worse than the last 8 weeks of the NFL football season for your boy. So the roller coaster ride continues. And it's all gonna happen right now on this episode of the Betsies pod. Super Bowl Sunday is 9 days away.
wow.
And we've got the least riveting matchup we could have possibly gotten. I think if you told me this was preseason, here's your matchup, I would have said, and they offered me tickets, I would have said, you want to? No, thank you. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
It's just does absolutely nothing for me. Am I like delusional here? Are you guys excited about this? What's going on?
Not even. You know what I am excited for? I'm excited for the Usher concert. That's what I'm excited for.
For sure.
I love Usher. So no, other than that, I mean, like, I don't even know how I'm going to tell the difference between the teams on the field. They're the same fucking colors. So
yeah, I'm sure they'll probably change the unis, but
no, I think it's white. I think San Fran is white and the Chiefs are red, but it's not going to be fun for me.
Yeah, I'm going to be blue. Mikey, how do you feel about it?
I think it's a pretty exciting matchup. I mean, I think people are just getting like Mahomes fatigue, but it's a hard game to pick. I don't want to fully get into it, but what's everyone's knee-jerk reaction right now? Who they picking?
I'm on the Niners. I'm fading the public.
I know how businesses work, and I'm kind of thinking that this Taylor Swift narrative is really being driven home. She's produced $331 million worth of unsolicited marketing for the NFL this season. I don't know. Logic says the Niners, but instinct says that the Chiefs are going to pull it out. So
the marketing job's already done, though. She's in the Super Bowl.
Right.
I actually saw it's actually pretty interesting. For the first time in 50 years, there are 3 advertisement spots occupied by cosmetic brands.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Means nothing to me.
Well, they know who's going to be watching, and it's absolutely people that like to buy cosmetics. Yeah, ladies. Here's a thought I just had. If the Chiefs do win, Travis Kelce wins Super Bowl MVP, do him and Taylor go to Disney World? Land? Is it land or world?
I can't
world,
think.
Right? Disney World?
Yeah.
I'd like to
they go to Disney World and they wear the ears and do the kiss in front of the castle, right?
God, that is the whitest thing.
Yeah, probably.
I think that happens. If they win and he scores 2 tutties and gets the MVP, it's hard not to see him kissing in Mickey Mouse ears. And that would be right up there, like get your booster shot, fucking bullshit narrative. narrative agenda would be just bring them right over to Disney. Moving on. That hopefully that does not happen. But every time I've begged a team to beat this stupid Chiefs team, they've fucking failed me. So maybe I'll switch it up and root for the Chiefs. I am wearing a Kansas City shirt, actually, courtesy of Wes Bergman. It's a brand out there in KC. Shout out Livin'. Has nothing to do with the Live Golf Tour, by the way. That was a coincidence. So what's the format, Mike? You tell us. What are we going to do here today?
We're going to take a little trip down memory lane, clip by clip, and we're going to revisit your guys' takes from episode 1, the NFL season preview. So I'll be queuing up the clips. Going to be, part roast too. I'll be, firing off after each one of these clips, and then we can discuss. So let's get it started.
Sounds good. Can't wait.
There are some that have been haunting me throughout the entire season that I just keep thinking back on. So excited.
Does it rhyme with Slanthers?
It might.
Here we go.
I don't think the Chiefs are going anywhere this season. While they are riddled with a couple of injuries, couple of roster shifts, we know that Travis Kelce has that hyperextended knee. I still think they're going to be a dominant force. I'm taking the Chiefs over on season wins. However, I do not think they're going to make it to a Super Bowl run this year. I also think that Travis Kelce can hammer that in as Offensive Player of the Year as long as he stays healthy. Right now we're at plus 3,000.
Okay, so you were
starting off actually pretty well.
Yeah. At first I was like, okay. And then I was like, also, wow, I really miss my summer blonde hair and tan. Got to get back there. But
I was laughing out loud at the first take there. I don't think the Chiefs are going anywhere this year. But then you corrected it. You took the over 11 wins.
Yeah, but they didn't get there. They
didn't get there.
No.
Okay, so that was an absolute reverse scenario. Where they went under 11 wins and did make the Super Bowl.
They went under 11 wins and made the Super Bowl, and Travis Kelce sucked the majority of the
year. Yeah, that was over 3 there.
Yeah.
And also shouts out to AP for really becoming herself this season on the pod. You were a little stiff in that take there, and now
yeah, she was a little stiff there, wasn't she?
Just a little.
Episode 1 had us all a little nervous.
Overall, though, your gut was right. The Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl. So I think that should possibly influence your pick for the Super Bowl, but we'll get to that next week.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to take 2.
Oh, Lord. Jalen Hurts for the MVP. Now you're thinking to yourself, okay, plus 1,000, decent odds for an MVP. But where I really get my juice going here is I go A.J. Brown most receiving yards at plus 2,000 in my 9.
Wrong. But I will say, DD, I had a lot on Hurts for MVP as well. Not a lot. I had 200 to win 2,000. And we should have sold these tickets after that Kansas City win, because he was like locked in to win it. And then that is when the Eagles season started taking an absolute nosedive. Let's see where AJ Brown finished.
So I had cash out options. I had put 1,000 to win 10, and I had cash out option at 4. I had a cash out option at like 32. And I just slowly each week I watched it fucking trickle down to 0. And then I just lost it all.
Yeah,
really I mean, technically he hasn't lost it yet, but I have no cash out options currently.
75% or like 60% of the way through the season, though, that take did look legit.
Yeah, I don't know what the
I had
fuck happened to them. That was so weird.
And then AJ Brown, was it AJ Brown or was it another player? I can't remember.
AJ Brown had a bad year. I had him on my fantasy team. So he had a couple big games, but he definitely did not have the most receiving yards. I don't know.
He ended up with 1,456 receiving yards. So 500 short of 2,000.
Oh, he ended up with 14.
Yeah, basically 1,500.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. That's not a bad take then. Wow, he just didn't score a lot of touchdowns then, maybe? I don't know.
Who from the Eagles? Was it AJ Brown? I can't remember who it was that had a Antonio Brown moment at the end of the season and just like walked out. Was it AJ Brown?
Oh, I don't know. I missed that. The whole season's kind of a blur. It's kind of a wild ride that we've been on here.
Yeah.
And quick round of applause for us for sticking with it. Thanks everybody for tuning into the Betsies pod. We made it a full season. It's my longest standing podcast ever. I've had about 7, and this one is the longest standing. So congratulations to all of us.
God bless. Take 3.
I think it's going to be another strong year for Geno Smith. I know that the 49ers. Yeah, hot take.
Awful take. Freezing cold.
That was another one that's been haunting me.
Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I think it's going to be another big year for Geno Smith.
You know what, though? The Seahawks stayed in it for as long as humanly possible.
Man, that was good.
Coach is fired. Coach is fired. Absolute worst position to be in as a franchise, because it's like they're not even logically in a place to start rebuilding. They're just like right in the middle. They did hire what's his name, Mike McDonald, though. I think.
Yeah,
he's solid.
Yeah. That take, even the Mike McDonald take, that'll be awful next year too. All right, take number 4.
I'm going with the New Orleans Saints, NFC South Division winner at plus 140. This is a Saints team I watched all preseason. They've got 2 great kickers.
My favorite part of this game, I watched them all preseason. NFL preseason does not matter. And they have 2 great kickers. What are we talking about?
that's how bad the NFC South is that you're resting your championship pick on kickers.
To be fair, they lost it by a half a game. And they blew several leads. They should have been in the Bucs position there. Weren't they both they're both 9-8 at the end of the year, right?
I think so.
And then the Bucs won a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because it was Atlanta was out after the Saints beat them, and then it came down to the final frontier, or maybe they played Atlanta and beat them in the final game, but it was coming right down to it. And I also had the Saints winning, I think, over 9 games, and they won 9. So they fucked me. Derek Carr fucked me.
Derek Carr sucks.
Derek Carr sucks. Never changed the fantasy team, but that's because I didn't even make the playoffs. I mean, it was a tough year all around for your boy, to be honest. But I'm looking forward to putting a bow on the 2023 NFL season.
Yeah, 2 great kickers. Take number 5.
All right, hopping in with number 8, hot ass take, but I think this is going to be the Bills' worst season in 3 years.
So once again, this take was good 60% of the way through the season. The Bills shockingly did turn it around and rally to win. What was it, like 5 straight games at the end of the year?
Yeah, but it still was their worst season in 3 years, right? Because didn't they go back-to-back AFC Championship games and lose them both, or 2 out of 3? They lost them both to Mahomes.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
Like that.
Last year they made the divisional round.
Okay.
But their record last year, they were 13-3 last year. 2021, 11-6. This year, 11-6. But yeah, in the 2021 year, they made the AFC Championship game. So yeah,
I'm gonna give you that one.
I'm going to take that.
I'm going to give you that one. And I think also, if we take the record out of it and like the length of the playoffs, this was their worst year in 3 years because there were expectations. And I don't think they're really going to be able to bounce back from this. Like the coaching, the whole coaching, 9/11 coaching.
Okay,
that was weird.
Yeah, that's like my thing.
Diggs is weird. Allen's weird. Like the whole thing's weird. Their kickers now everyone has to donate to a cat charity. I mean, it didn't go great for them.
It didn't go great for them. And honestly, I don't know how the hell you keep Sean McDermott around. The 9/11 comment alone, like football is the most American thing. And like, really, you're going to throw terrorists in there to get the team going. But like something.
Well, there's a bunch of fucking idiots on TikTok talking about Osama bin Laden's letter to America. So, I mean, maybe he was trying to figure that out. I don't know what the take was, but bad all around.
Yeah.
Imagine if in the first episode Ashley had been like, I predict that Sean McDermott is going to come out as pro Al Qaeda during the year. We've been like, the podcast is canceled, and you're not hosting it.
Yeah, we're done. We're done here.
Getting canceled for my own podcast before it even begins.
Before it even started. I actually don't even know how he walked that back. I haven't even looked into that like at all. It was so weird that I was just like, oh, this guy said that? Like, I'm out. I'm done.
No one like
no, nothing about it.
Like there weren't statements made, like no one denounced it. Everyone was just
Yeah,
like,
it was weird.
No. He made a statement. He had to walk
Did
that
he?
back. He was like, yeah. He was
Okay.
like, he was like, it was a really bad analogy, and like I was just trying to like say something about teamwork. It's like, all right.
Bills coach Sean McDermott apologizes for crediting 9/11 hijackers for their coordination while talking to the team.
Oh my God.
Oh, I guess
out of
it
touch
happened
do
in
you have to be?
2019.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was weird. Like everything about that story was weird. Like the fact that he said it, the fact that it came out 4 years later. Someone was just holding that for a really long time to get him fired.
Who was the rat? That's what I want to know.
Stinks like Diggs.
Yeah.
Stinks like Diggsy.
Smells like a Diggs.
Hates that guy.
Yeah.
Truly does not like that franchise. Like really does not like.
Get him out of there. Throw him a life.
I'd love him on the Pats. Give me him fucking all day.
Send him to the Jets.
Put him on the Pats or the Raiders. Pair him with my guy over there.
Yeah.
The Raiders are so bad. They're going to be terrible for years. God damn it.
I think your next take might be about the Raiders. One sec. Let's see.
The Las Vegas Raiders are getting no love. The Las Vegas Raiders to win 7 games at plus money is an absolute steal. Okay? Just so everyone knows, Devontae Adams didn't go anywhere. Josh Jacobs didn't go anywhere.
Good take. This
Hot take.
Yep. 7 wins.
They got 7.
Got it? They did it?
Yeah, they did it. They did it early too. They did it. I think they lost their last 3. So that ticket had cash. That was a nice little boost after one of my weeks where I emptied the account. Woke up on Monday morning and was like, "Oh, I won something. Great." Yeah, that's it was a hot take and a not so hot take. All kind of in one.
Yeah, it's weird because like you make these preseason predictions and like you're kind of banking on McDaniel to be competent. He ends up getting fired. Antonio Pierce comes in. He's the reason why they end up winning those games. Now he's the coach, which is crazy.
Right. Yeah. Not a great year for Bill's coaching tree.
No,
including him. So,
all right, take number 7.
6.5. And speaking of McDaniels, who did he learn everything from? Well, not everything, but some things. Yeah, I'm talking about the Patriots. It's the Patriots way, and it's the Patriots way over 7.5 wins at -116. I guarantee you that Mac Jones and these boys get the job done. The smartest thing Bill could have done was waive his 2 quarterbacks in Bailey Zappi and Malik Cunningham. Zappi, I love you. You're my boy. We do DM on Instagram. That's true. That's a fact. It's Zappi hour still. But we could not have the stadium chanting Zappi while Mac Jones walks out onto the field. So the best thing to do is to eliminate the competition. Mac won the job. This is an absolute guarantee. The Patriots might win 10 games. 7.5 is a joke. -116 is a steal.
The sum of all fears. Bailey Zappi, his name was being chanted. He ended up taking over the starting job, even though he is not a starting caliber quarterback. Bill is gone. Mac Jones is dead. And so is the Patriots dynasty and our childhood. So
how about the conviction in my voice, though?
Yeah, you sound really confident.
What a monologue. One of my better kind of seamless monologues there. It's honestly, the show's better than I thought. Looking back at it, we were really onto something here. Yeah. I do feel that way. Yeah, not a great take. No, Patriots stink. And they're
literally lost Bill Belichick. Like that was the last thing.
Oh God,
I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, no one really saw that coming.
That is the confidence of a Patriots fan who their entire adult and even half of their childhood has just experienced nothing but excellence, and we could not come to grips with it was crumbling before our eyes.
I rode that one till the wheels came off. I was taking Patriots money line week 16. Mike was getting mad at us. He's like, "No, you idiots! We need a draft pick." We're like, "No, they got one more in them." Yeah, no, and they didn't, and thankfully they didn't because I'm happy in the 3.
All right, take number 8.
Running to number 6, we can't talk about the NFL without talking about the Miami Dolphins. They made a lot of moves in the offseason. They're going to be a powerhouse this season. I have no doubt about that. Even with Jalen Ramsey not at full health, and who knows what's going to happen with Tua, I still think this is going to be an incredibly powerful team. I'm taking Miami as the AFC East Division winner over the Bills at plus 300.
Close.
Okay.
This was close.
They got there. They got there, but they only
Felt like
beat
a good
one
take
team
to me.
with a winning record.
Yeah, that did at plus 300. The value is there. Like I like
I don't
that
regret
take.
that one.
No, I like that take, and we're probably gonna have to just run it right back next year.
Honestly,
Although if A-Rod comes back with the Jets, that could be my sleeper.
I think he is coming back with the Jets. That'll be.
What else would Aaron Rodgers do?
I don't know, just straight up retire.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think he'll go out like that though. But what
Yeah.
would be insane, and we'll save this clip for if it happens, just the ultimate like Jets curse, is if he gets injured on game number 1 again next year.
And we're back to Wilson.
The amount of times that I have watched the clip of him running out for that game, holding the American flag, looking like such a douche.
6 plays in, done for the year.
So bad.
Done for the
Back
year.
to the Dolphins, though. Any time that if Tua is going to continue starting for this team, I think you're just lighting money on fire if you're
Yeah.
thinking that they're gonna win the AFC East.
Yeah.
He's too streaky.
Something's got to change.
It's too streaky. You can't play in the cold.
No.
Yeah.
This is what
All
it is.
right. Next take.
I am no fan of Russell Wilson. I do not think he's going to get it back this season. However, I do think that they do have some very strong weapons in their offense. Their defense is going to be really good. That being said, I still don't think they're going to make much movement. I'm taking the Broncos regular season wins under 8.5 games at minus 114.
They have 8 wins.
Yeah, they had 8. You got that.
All right.
Yeah.
Dude, we're batting a pretty high percentage here.
I'm
It's a
not
good take.
totally disappointed.
No, I mean we started off with Geno Smith and the Patriots were way off.
And we still haven't gotten to my most embarrassing take to date. But
I have a feeling it's on its way. I really do. Yeah, let's go. To be fair, I'm giving us a pretty high rating.
yeah.
Yeah, not bad. All right, next take.
I've got the Los Angeles Chargers winning the AFC conference at plus 1100. I think this is the year for Eckler and Herbert and the boys.
Okay, so not this year, but maybe
That's not a particularly high rating.
maybe
Yeah.
next year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Dude, they stunk. I
Talk
forgot
about
how
having-
bad they were.
Yeah. Talk about having a worse season in 3 years. I think that goes to the Chargers.
Oh my God, were they bad? That division was just wide open.
Yeah, it really
I mean,
was.
if anyone pulled their fucking head out, we would not be in this position with the Chiefs because they weren't going to win the wild card. So what the Raiders had 7, the Broncos had 8, and they both sucked. Just, God, how did we get here?
Just
Because
really
the fucking Chargers blew it, which makes absolutely no sense to me when you look at that roster. But I mean, coaching really matters, and they just didn't have it. And I guess Herbert with the finger and everything, they had injuries. Eckler was out for a while, so I get it. But tough take. It's a big fat goose egg on that one.
Yeah.
F.
Brandon Staley is just a moron. All right.
I think the NFC South is wide open this year. I actually am going to hammer in the Panthers winning the division at plus 300.
I mean, like it was your line of thinking was correct, and in light of your last pick that we're going to revisit in this, and your fandom, like the finish of the take made absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
They're arguably one of the worst teams in modern NFL history.
NFL history.
Yeah.
We're so bad.
They're so bad. How many games they win? 2?
What did you think they had? Like,
I just thought that Bryce Young was going to come out with like a chip on his shoulder. Everyone's saying that he's too small.
CJ Stroud style.
Yeah,
You see me like on the volleyball courts of Venice Beach, and you're like, you know what? An NFL quarterback that guy's size, like I think it'll be good.
I just thought that Bryce Young had more than I don't think that the Panthers being so horrible this season has everything to do with Bryce Young. I think it has a lot to do with Bryce Young, but I legitimately thought he was going to come out with a chip on his shoulder. And a lot of the rookie quarterbacks in the past, like 3 years, not 5 years, but 3 years have come out swinging, like Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I mean, CJ Stroud had a great year.
And I will say, like, the NFC South was wide open. So I thought maybe he could pull it out. But
wide open for everyone but the Panthers.
But literally everyone, but it came down to the last week for every single team but the Panthers.
Yeah, fun division though. Fun, probably the most fun division in sports.
Yeah,
great owner too. He's throwing drinks on fans.
Just real quality guy. Quality guy.
Yeah. Right.
Division to win the Super Bowl. NFC East. In this scenario, you also get Dallas, who's solid, and find the Giants and the Redskins. Probably not going to happen. But you get the Eagles and you get Dallas, right? NFC conference winner, Philadelphia Eagles. That's plus 350. And to piggyback off of that, and my first view of a Jalen Hurts MVP season and an A.J. Brown most receiving yards, give me the Eagles winning the Super Bowl, plus 800. I'll take it all day. They were right there. I don't think the Chiefs come back. I think that's the only team in the NFL that could have beaten this Eagles team.
We were all really heavy.
Stinky.
Yeah.
Everyone in this pod, I was too. I had so many futures on them. I don't think that was like a bad pick at the time. I think that they lost it.
Yeah, and again, I mean, they were what? I think were they 9-1 or 8-1 at one point, and then they didn't even make the playoffs, right?
No, they did, but they got beat by Baker.
They lost the Bucks.
Oh, yeah. They lost to Baker and the Butts. That's right. Yeah. That was not a good take, and that
was like a beat down. That was not close.
That was on me. That one's on me. I just really did believe in that Eagles team, and I still kind of do. It's weird, but now that I've seen more about their coach, I really don't like him.
I really don't like him either.
He's not my guy.
I've heard Brendan talk about Nick Sirianni being a little bitch all season long, and I didn't really fight against him, but I never really agreed with it. And now I'm just like, if you're looking at the demise of that team, like Mike said it earlier, head coaching is really so important. How did that locker room just completely unravel and fall apart?
I don't know, but let's talk about head coaches just for a second, because we do have the two best in the league playing each other in the Super Bowl, right? I mean, who else is in that conversation? I think it's those two.
I mean,
X's and O's, locker room division, the whole 9 yards.
Coach. I don't know.
Yeah, LaFleur and McVay are up there too, but they're both of those teams are kind of in rebuild mode.
Yeah,
they're top
rebuild
5.
Mode, still got
top 5
in the playoffs. So, yeah.
It certainly matters, and all the teams I like have no coaches. So it's going to be a tough decade for Dev, I think.
Better than putting your faith in Todd Bowles.
Toddy. Hot Toddy. What else we got, Mikey?
This is the Bengals year. I think it's Joe Burrow's year. And Win Sports has a great category for all of us girlies out there. The zodiac sign of the quarterback that is going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Wow.
I'm taking Joey B as the Sagittarius plus 550. hammering that in. I actually hammered in the Bengals winning the Super Bowl at plus 1,100. Since
Las Vegas really knows how to print money.
Yeah.
The Sagittarius quarterback. I'm actually gonna. Have you checked if this ticket is still open? Because I think Brock Purdy's a Sag. Let me see. Brock Purdy birthday.
Purdy.
I love that you like might know that off the top of your head too.
December 27th makes him a Sagittarius, right?
He's a Capricorn. He's a
God,
Capricorn.
What's the cutoff?
I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
Oh, God damn it. I swear it's right on the edge there.
It is right on the edge. I think by
It's gotta be because my brother's a Sagittarius and he's December 15th.
Oh man.
So it's gotta be right on the edge.
Oh God, that would
that would have been sweet.
That would have been really
to cash
sweet.
that ticket unintentionally
Yeah.
with Brock Purdy.
That would have
Also,
been really cool.
Can we just get him an Old Navy deal now? Can we just get him a deal? Like that?
Or like the Gap or something.
Yeah. Can we just get that guy just a chain clothing, like national branding deal? I need him to have it. It's
I'm
just,
thinking
I'm
John
like,
Deere is going to be before Old Navy.
I'm like,
Get that man on a lawnmower.
he's like a chill finance guy, I think. I can't tell. Like the fits are fitting. I can't wait. And I think he's going to be the least paid. If he wins, he'll be the least paid Super Bowl quarterback ever, I believe.
Yeah. 800.
It's under $1 million.
Yeah, I think it's 880,000 is his yearly.
Yeah, because even Tom,
there's any incentives or anything like that.
I think it was
870,000.
870, and Tom was a little lower than that, but with inflation or something, I saw something about it. Yeah, that was that Burrow.
No, that wasn't good for me. Not only because
Burrow went down hard, didn't he?
Yeah,
what a season in retrospect. A lot of fucking twists and turns here.
A lot of twists and turns. Not only was he out for the season, but like the first 4 games of the year was just like a giant stink
It
fest.
sucked, yeah.
And then they like kind of got it together.
When Jamar Chase 7-11 happened.
And
he
then
was like, I'm always fucking open, and then they were good.
Yeah, and then they just imploded. Jake Browning kind of brought them back to life a little bit, but not enough.
Yeah, we did have Brown. Wow, we had some really great backup quarterbacks this year.
You're the backup. Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Good year. Good year all around. Good year.
Yeah. Exciting year.
Good year, NFL. I think I got one or two more in here, don't I?
Yeah. If you adjust Tom Brady's $864,500 salary in 2001 for current inflation, it would be $1.4 million per year.
Yeah, so Purdy is the lowest paid.
Wow.
Could be the lowest paid Super Bowl quarterback ever. I believe. Yeah.
What a pathetic loser.
No wonder he's shopping at Old Navy.
Let's go to the next one here.
So with that, I'm taking Ravens regular season wins. I'm taking the under at 10.5 games, but I think that this team is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I think that their offensive weapons are going to be really good to add to player parlays, and I've got my eye on this team this year for sure. The AFC is no joke. I don't think it's going to be easy. They've got what it takes to be a Super Bowl contender.
Lot going on in this take. You were correct. No, you were incorrect about the wins. Yeah. They went over. They were regular season wagon.
Yeah, what were they? 14-3?
I think they had the best record out of everyone.
13-4.
13-4.
But you were right that they did not have what it takes to get to the Super Bowl. They filled their shorts completely, and Daddy lost a lot of money.
I just don't think Lamar Jackson has the composure to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Like
I saw them break that film down, and then when he threw that interception into triple coverage down 7, and there was a fucking lane you could have driven. a tractor through straight into the end zone. If he pulled it and runs, he's walking in untouched. It was like the entire secondary with their backs turned, and he flips it into triple coverage. That really probably does come down to experience, right? Like you just don't. The really good quarterbacks and the ones that like the two that represent, Purdy made some mistakes in the Detroit game, but in the second half he was flawless. They don't make dumb mistakes like that.
But the crazy thing is that
happy to throw it away and just live to fight another down.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is that I would say he's gone the distance enough. Like that game should not come down to Lamar Jackson's composure. Like,
yeah, they were a far better team on paper.
Yeah, he's had enough experience in the league. He had enough experience in college ball. Like Louisville is a tough team. The ACC during that time was tough. It shouldn't be resting on, is our quarterback Lamar Jackson going to shit the bed or not?
It did, and he did.
He did, and he did.
Yeah, Todd Monken called a bad game. Lamar should have run more.
Yep.
If you I've watched a lot of breakdowns from that game, and like his receivers were not open, so he was right in not pulling the trigger a lot, which he did. And then when he did, he was trying to reach at the end. That's why he threw that pick. But running the ball 8 times total when you're the best rushing team in the NFL is just inexcusable. So that comes down.
Wait, they ran it 8 times total? Or
Yes.
He ran it 8 times?
They called 8 runs with their running backs.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand how their offensive coordinator has a job after that game. Like when teams are so quick to fire coaches, how do you keep your offensive coordinator? That doesn't really make much sense to me. But
they were a top 5 team in DVOA all time, and they had the best offense in the league, and they had one really bad game. It was very important, but like it's sort of like they will probably be better offensively next year. He's got another year to put in his system, but the question is now going to remain, is Lamar a big time quarterback in the playoffs? And the answer right now is no.
Especially in the AFC, because it's like he's going to have to beat 2 of the 3 of Allen, Mahomes, and Burrow forever to get to a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
because they're all going to be there pretty much all, unless they're hurt. They're all going to be there.
Josh Allen's not going anywhere. Mahomes, Burrow,
Herbert's probably going to be there too. He's not going to be hurt. So it's like you got to beat 2 of those 5 guys like over and over and over again. I don't know.
This was probably his best opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
All right, last take.
Guys, I am betting along the Baker curve this season. I am taking the Bucs season over at winning at least 7 games at plus 131. I'm paying attention to what he's doing in week 1. I'm seeing where he falls in the Baker curve. I'm taking it week by week at that rate. But let's not forget, this is a Super Bowl caliber team. Even though they've lost a lot of talent, they still have a really strong core team. Baker Mayfield, it could be worse. We could have thought that we had our starting quarterback in Kyle Trask. I'm glad that is not the case. So I'm hoping on a wish and a prayer. I'm taking the Bucs season over, and I'm betting on Baker.
Woo!
That's a nice way to end it, Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
She's betting on Baker in the Bucs.
Yeah.
Cash the ticket, plus 131. Let's go. Come on.
Having us winning only 7 games is like kind of a slap in the face. Like looking back, that's a low.
In retrospect, it should have been Raiders Bucks over wins parlay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I gave them both to us at plus money. With they were both plus 130.
Yeah.
So together we would have been in the 300 range, and really could turned ourselves around here.
I still have my ticket live for Baker Mayfield comeback player of the year.
I also have it. I pounded it about 6 times.
They give it to DeMar Hamlin.
They
I'm
can't.
going to be so fucking pissed off.
They can't.
I'm going to be so mad. Ugh. And I got such good value on that. I took that like halfway through the season. I was like, you know what? Maybe he can.
Yeah.
I think I put like $60 to win 380 or something.
It's gotta be Baker at this point. I mean, Flacco had a nice run.
for like
Hamlin
5
is alive, but that's like had he done so. If they do that fake punt and he gets it, right? That was him that ran it, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, and he gets that, and then they go and win the game. Fine. He didn't do anything for a team that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you give it to him personally, but unless it's not about performance and it's just about, the story, which, okay, fine. I'm happy he's alive, but
Yeah. I'm also
Baker deserves it.
I'm also hoping Vegas, I'm sure there's a number of tickets on DeMar Hamlin, comeback player of the year. So I'm hoping Vegas kind of tips the scales a little bit.
Well, we better hope, and we'll get into this next week, but we better hope I better hope Vegas tips the scales against the 84% of money that's on the Kansas City Chiefs money line.
Wow.
84%.
Wow. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for next week's episode. At that point, we will also talk about, I did hit every single bet last weekend. So.
Woo! Just for the record, every sports book in Vegas has DeMar Hamlin minus money for comeback player of the year. Josh Dobbs is in second right now, plus 400.
What?
FanDuel, Joe Flacco, plus 450. Baker is in the basically every book, quadruple plus money, plus 1,000, plus 3,500. Probably, I think you're going to cash that ticket. Maybe try and cash it out right now.
How do you put Josh Dobbs ahead of that? Like, what?
Come back from what?
Yeah, alopecia. Like, what?
What did he come back from?
I don't think that's what he has.
Alopecia?
Yeah, I think so. He's got no eyebrows.
Of alopecia.
I think so.
That hair.
I certainly assumed so, but like, come back. My thing is come back from what? The Cardinals? Like, who'd you come back from? What'd you come back from?
Failing out of NASA.
Yeah. So what happened? How was he up there? He was when it was Dobbs Mania, though. That was dope. He got benched after 3 games.
Who votes on comeback player of the year? Is it
probably the players?
The players?
It's got to be the players.
I think it's NFL writers.
Oh,
script writers?
Yeah, the script writers.
The script writers.
Here's a question for you on your last
on strike.
Yeah, they were. Ashley, how much do you pay Baker Mayfield to remain on your franchise and ruin the next half decade of Bucs football?
I think that, well, we don't really have a lot of cap space to play with. And we have to give Chris Godwin a deal because he's on a franchise tag right now. Honestly, I think you give him like 10 mil for the next 2 years. And I don't think you give him a outright like 5-year contract. I think you give him more than 1, but like not more than 2. Like, it was really cool seeing what he did as a Bucs fan, but like that's not going to happen again. And our coaching staff is now divided among the rest of the NFC South. Todd Bowles isn't going to be the guy. And we also have to give Mike Evans a deal. And without Mike Evans, Baker's like not all that great for the Buccaneers. It's really just like him and Mike. Got it.
If I were him,
we also have to pay Rachaad White. We have to pay a lot of. There's basically our entire starting lineup, both offensively and defensively, becomes a free agent. I saw that stupid Instagram post like right after the loss. You know how the internet gets you like that, like after a really tough loss, and they're like, next year, these are all the players that the Buccaneers have to re-sign. So they can't realistically pay him a ton. I think you give him a 2-year deal. And
I think we're gonna see him in Denver.
See him in Denver.
I would love to see him in Denver.
Ugh.
Would love to see him in Denver.
You just be riding the ponies all of next year.
Can't stop betting on these horses. You know, I really can't. They probably ended up winning. If I checked all the tickets, they probably ended up winning me money this year.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because they were such dogs on like 4 of those money line bets that it made up for 3 previous choke jobs.
Well, all of their, or not all of their wins, but the majority of their wins were like really impressive wins. And then they
actually played well. And Russell's stats were way above anyone's expectations. So it's kind of funny that he got absolutely shit on.
Yeah.
Because he did not play badly.
No, he didn't.
He really didn't.
He played better than Mahomes statistically for the majority of the year.
Yeah, he really didn't play that bad. He just doesn't have the killer instinct, and he's annoying, and he's kind of a herb. But
maybe you trade him, Wilson for Baker. But
get Baker down there in Tampa, or get Russell down there in Tampa.
He would get eaten alive in Tampa. Oh my God.
Dude, I'd like to see Russell get corrupted in Tampa. Just start going to strip clubs and dealing cocaine.
Some of the best in the country. I'm telling you, my hot take on him was that he needs to be closer to sea level. He's too high. He's too high up there in Denver. He's too high. Altitude's too much.
Well, he
throws a better sea level ball. That's what I'm saying. He throws a better sea level ball. I need him down there. Could be good.
Get destroyed in Tampa. They would rip him to shreds. He would either have to get corrupted or he'd be run out of town. There's no other way.
There's
no keys for a month. Like break him in over the summer and just get him ready.
I would be the guy for that job. Well, this maybe he'll hire me. This was more fun than I had thought that it would be. And honestly, we had I'd say it was about 50-50 hot to cold takes,
Maybe 60-40. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 60-40. We're hoping to hit our Goldilocks temperature next week, and we will be back. But big thanks to Mike for putting those clips together. What a fun little journey we've been on. And I'm not gonna call you guys dirty little perverts this week. I'm not gonna do it.
Not today.
Okay, not today. But thanks for listening, and thanks for being here with us. And when we on next week before the Super Bowl with picks and recap of next week, correct?
Yeah, we're gonna recap the season ledger wise, and then get the picks in for the Super Bowl. Probably it'll be coming at everyone like Wednesday, so they have time to really think about those futures.
Really sit on it. Yeah,
I'm gonna get some fucking data for you guys too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go into the weeds. I'm gonna ask some of my Twitter followers to get me some real unique data. Some of those guys like sending me some real unique data. We're going to be talking about Gatorade color. We're going to be talking about national anthem length. We're going to dive into some of these fun props.
Yeah.
And we're going to have ourselves a goddamn day.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. We'll see you there. Thanks for listening to the Betsies Pod.